Here's countdown.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to cough in your ear there. Hey, with that, welcome. Oh my goodness gracious. It is a really, really nice day here in the Mountain West, but we are happy to be able to jump in to the A300 up here in Montreal Mirabel International. This is a cool little, basically cargo area, but yeah, just be a nice flight down here to Dulles. Didn't think I was going to be able to do the flight initially, and but things have fallen into place, as you guys may or may not have heard. The junior first officer is here, and he came down with a pretty severe case of croup and influenza while he was here, and yeah, it's been a couple of long nights, and but he's doing a lot better. A couple of trips to the doctor type of thing, and anyway, he's doing well enough now. His mom and dad came up. They were sending him our way because they also were sick, and they were looking for a way to get a little bit of rest. So we went down and got him and brought him up. And one of those deals, anyway, he got sick up here. So they're feeling better, well enough to make the trip up themselves. And so we've got a bunch of people, I guess what I'm getting at, a bunch of adults that are watching that little dude, and he's feeling much better. So yeah, I'm going to sneak away and do a little flight here. It's a fairly short one. I think about an hour and a half is all from Mirabel down to Dulles, and you know, we'll kind of see. That's kind of all I have planned. But if the cards are falling in the right place, maybe we'll try to do something from Dulles. I don't know. Yeah, thanks, Pentagon. By the way, welcome to Pentagon. We are definitely doing the A300 today, and yeah, really looking forward to this. So let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be a while. I like the little DHL. What is this? This is 7. This be a 7.6 right here with the winglets. That's just part of this scenery, but yeah, that's a pretty cool livery as well there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. And I do have the flight plan filed. We're set to depart here at the top of the hour, so we have plenty of time to get things going here. We'll get the batteries going and start the alignment process. Gonna take my time here a little bit just because it's been a little while. Be totally honest with you. Yeah, we'll just track number 1 here and just enjoy the heck out of setting this bird up. And should be, again, a nice flight down there. So put the nav lights on. I think I may just go straight to APU power. Let's do that. Master that going. And kind of take a look here at the APU gen. Wait for it to get loaded up. Yeah, Pentagon, thank you. It is. It's a wonderful full house. It's been a long time. My oldest boy hasn't been home for a little while, so it's been a while, too long since I've seen him, and enjoy seeing his wife as well. And they're, you know, obviously just nice having everybody here. So it's all good. It's all good. It ended up all's well that ends well, right? And so happy about that. And just hoping that he's gonna continue to get going. It's pretty tough to have both of those things. You know, croup is one thing, boy, and they're having trouble breathing, and man, it's just a scary thing. But then he was just he was throwing up at the same time, and so he was as miserable as I've ever seen him. It was pretty sad, pretty hard to watch that when there's not much you can do. But like I say, a lot of prayers from you guys definitely helped, and yeah, we're heading in the right direction. All right, anything else I need to turn on here? That dome light going, I guess. All right, so we are now officially on APU power. That looks good. Let's go ahead, get the galley power established. I've been kind of turning my lights on here. I don't know that there's anything up here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's hop down here and let's get this guy set up. Probably pop over here as well and do two things at once. Looks like we have, looks like the, yep, looks like the nav data update worked here, so that's cool. And we are CY MX. And then we're heading down to KIAD. That'll kind of help things start to align here. While that is aligning, here's Mr. Simbrief, and let's see what he has to say. Ground ops load sheet. We are going to want 0 fuel weight of 115.1. We have wait a second. There we go. Fuel on board 13.4. So that's 12.4. Pretty light load today. And yeah, let's just load that up. Kind of do the old auto load. Let's go to the takeoff performance page here. Let's get some stuff dialed in for Montreal Maribel. What winds? 240 at 6. What runway will we need? Something. Yeah, there's a runway 24 here, and there's a runway 29er. Yeah, we'll save a little bit of taxiing if we go to 29er, so we'll pick that. And let's grab the ATIS request. Get that popping up here. Hey, there's November 8033 Foxtrot. I recognize that call sign anywhere. Michael, hello. Happy Saturday, my friend. Great to see you. All right, there we go. We've got all that stuff checks out. And let's compute. Looks like, yeah, we'll request a 1515 takeoff, which we should have plenty of runway for. And again, we're super light here, so should be in good shape. Yep, there we go. 148, 149, 151. Flex temp of 48. Flaps 15 will work, and a trim of 1.1 up. And we'll go ahead and send that to the FMS. It's received. Very good. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I should have put the... That's all right. I'll drop by and watch while you're cooking some Canadian Alaskan ortho. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. This is going to be a fun event. I know what you're talking about here tomorrow. Virtual USA Flying Club event. And we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But glad you're able to get some of that cooked up. It's just a gorgeous area. You're going to really enjoy it. I've had a lot of fun up there kind of exploring and yeah, seeing what's up there. Do I have a cost index? 18. Boy, we're going to be... Let's see. Lower is less efficient, right? I think. We are UPS 816. We have an alternate airport. I think it's Pittsburgh. Yeah. And winds at cruise. I don't know about over here, but it is just almost a perfect day here. Just blue birds, blue sky day, hardly any wind. Yeah, this isn't too bad. 239 at 19. That's up at cruise. So should be a nice Smooth trip. And that looks good. Block fuel. Let's back it up here. We should have written all that down. I'm a little rusty here, as you guys can see, but that's okay. Block fuel 13.4. Yep, that checks, so we can enter that here. Oh, wait a second. 13.4. Zero fuel 115.1.
Hello, Minette.
Iowa Scotsman. Hello, hello. CG is going to be 26.8. Great to see everybody this afternoon. Hope you guys are all doing well. Skull? And all right. Everything else I think is good. We've got all that. We've computed it. We've got it all. I'll compute it again just because I'll need to have it here. But it's all been sent. And yeah, we're ready to start entering in a flight plan. I'm going to wait to do that though because I do have ATC in the area. I take that back. I did have ATC in the area. Never mind. Oh yeah, doggone it. We just had. Oh well. I'm not seeing anything going on. Am I early? I knew I was kind of sort of early. Just getting loaded up. Am I like way wickedly early today? What's going on here? Let me pull up my. It is very possible that I have not planned this well because my last couple of days have been a little crazy. Yeah, the junior first officer is here, Iowa Scotsman, and he has done his best to remodel, as you did see. And yeah, you are absolutely right. All right, let's see. Pilot tools. Let's go to the calendar. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're here. We're going. We're rolling. And today, Cherry Blossom Fly-In starts at 2300. So, yeah, I guess we are a little bit early. That's about. We still have a couple hours, honestly. Well, I'm not sure what I was thinking when I originally scheduled this baby, but that's all right. Here's what the route looks like, by the way. We're going to be. Let's go to the high en route. Looks like we've got some weather actually. As nice as it is here, there is some weather in between us and Dulles right now. Dulles is a green dot, but winds 250 at 12, gusting 17. There's a few clouds, or it's broken, I should say, at 5,500, broken at 7,500, broken at 15,000. But yeah, some stormy kind of rainy activity here, but should be doable. Yeah, the junior first officer here, he's been having himself a not such a fun time. Been sick, but feeling much better. And all right. So GPS primary now, we're good there. So no, we don't have to worry about getting clearance. Although I think we probably would have got what we filed here. But let's put it in. It'll be the Marable 9. And no, I don't want off of runway 6. I want it off of, hold on. Let's go off of runway 24. Will it not let me? All right, hold on. Let's come back here. Runway 29er is what I want. And then Marable 9. And it's not loving that, but that's okay. We'll insert that. Once we get going, it's out to Fawns. I just love this old clunky FMS. It's so awesome. Then Bugsy. Bugsy to Syracuse. Still have not picked that new Syracuse scenery up from our friend Vertical Sim. I need to get that. Gonna have to verify here. I'm thinking it's this guy here. got a frequency and a lat long. Let's see what it is. According to SimBrief, we're looking for Syracuse. That is at north 43, west 76. Yeah, that guy right there. Okay, that's in Syracuse. Then from Syracuse, we hop on the Juliet 59er airway. And that exits at Papa Sierra Bravo. Okay, very good, which I think is also the, I think it's the start of the arrival here, the Maple 3. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it is. Yeah, I don't know. Let's find out. Maple 3, and since there's a possibility we will not have ATIS, or we will not have ATC down there, we better get this arrival and approach figured out here accurately. Looks like right now, according to datis.io information, Juliet, yep, that kind of matches up with what we saw on SkyVector. It's windy. The clouds are what are as reported. 2955 is the altimeter. Looks like we've got ILS approaches into one right and one center. Which one would we like to have based on where the cargo ramp is? It looks like one center would be the one we'd like to have. So let's find an ILS. We have one. We have an ILS, runway 1. There it is. It was probably right at the top. ILS 1 center and the Maple. Maple 3. And yeah, PSB, so we'll have to double check and make sure that's not a repeated waypoint that we have in there. I've been known to do that a time or two. Did I put in? I kind of have this feeling that I didn't put in a flight level. No, I didn't. We were hoping for flight level 360. Alright, so let me just double check that. Yep, that's the route. That's the alternate cost index flight level. That looks good. Everything else is in as it should be. Alright, alright. And then we can go ahead and we can just take a look at this. Let's just step through and see how we do here. It's a vector departure, so we'll be runway heading up to 3000, then we'll start to head south to Fawns. Yep, kind of working our way southwest. PSB, there's a discontinuity, and it seems like all I have to do is, whoops, not that. Every one of these is just a little different, right? Clear, yeah, there we go. Alright, PSB, whoops, sorry, I blew past that. Giraffe, Prevo, keep it going down, and vectored down south of the field, turn back around and land on one center. Alright, that will work. That's all set. And okay, I think we're ready to start the flight configuration. Continue the flight configuration here. We'll go seat, sign belts, or seats and sign belts. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those, isn't it? I think we can turn the pitch trim yaw damper and auto thrust systems on. Yes, we can. Let's take a peek here. We need 151 plus 20, 171 for the speed. Yeah, so I'll explain to you what my last couple of days have been, and that will slightly explain away the weirdness you're going to hear on stream. Is it 3,000 or 5? I think it's 5,000 actually cleared up. Runway heading 5,000. Because you're going to hear some odd stuff today for coming out of my mouth, I'm sure. 293. Okay, that's all set. Was it 48? Was that the flex temp? 48. Yep, and 1.1. All right. So it'll be flex takeoff, 48 degrees, and it'll be a trim of 1.1 up. Right about there. That looks good. All right, all right. Speed, altitude, heading, altimeter 2933. Man, that's a low altimeter setting. Usually means a change of weather is imminent, which when you look at the map, definitely have some stuff coming their way. Alright, set once, twice, 260. That should match up pretty darn close. Yeah, elevation. Yeah, about 271 is kind of what I'm seeing there at the threshold of runway 29er. So that is confirmed. And then we can go ahead. We can get the smoke detectors going. Probe heaters can start to warm up, and emergency lights. I should have had the APU bleed going. Sorry about that. Everybody in the cockpit is cooking right now, sweating to death, sweating to the oldies. And let's get the pushback guy coming. Oh, no voice for the pushback guy today. Bummer. What's that all about? One more thing I need to probably reinstall, I guess. We'll go there. And yeah, wonder why Mr. Pushback helpers or better pushback's not working. Default output. Weird. I guess the pushback guy is on lunch break or something. He didn't want to talk, so they just sent out the automated pushback. Pushback to the nose. Sorry, here's what it's going to look like, you guys. Brief this taxi. So we're going to push back, nose facing south. We're going to head down Foxtrot over here to Delta and depart runway 29er. Yeah, that should work. Alright, let's make sure all of our doors are closed. Yep, they are. Don't think I have chocks on. Nope, everything is in yellow, so we don't have those. And we can actually put the beacon on here because we're just about ready to move. So beacon light coming on. Transponder wise, we're just going to be squawking 2000. I'll go ahead and put that to TARA. And 2280. So we can talk to people. put that on. Let's confirm the fuel quantity here and we'll get going. I should have 13.4 and 36912, and there's another 13-ish. Yep, yeah, so we're good there. All right, awesome. Awesome sauce. Fuel pumps can come on. The pushback can begin. Kind of miss having the guy say, wedging strap and adapter have been installed. Release parking brake. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll use system 2 today for our pressurization, and we'll use a starter A, and let's get number 2 turning here. Coming alive. Push back. Behind this, did we confirm, is that a 767, do you think? Is that what that is with the winglets? There's an MD-11 I see. I need a cargo jet livery, man. That's what I need to find here for this A300. Surely they make one by now. No problem with engine sounds in this baby. I was a little surprised. I saw that Rotate released a little announcement about some reported bugs that they're going to work on for the first hot fix, and I'm a little surprised that the engine volume levels weren't one of the things that they addressed, because that did seem to be a consistent theme here from the people that I watched. I watched, gosh, 7 or 8, maybe more people stream that plane, and I'm here to tell you, it's not as bad as the community's making it out to be. Like, I'm thinking about 95% of the reported problems are user error. There are some things, no doubt, that they are addressing that are legit bugs, but it's like, holy moly, people are just raking these guys over the coals, and I'm like, man, oh man, you got to be kidding me. Alright, I think we're about where we need to be, so let's go ahead and set the parking brake, and let's get number 1 churning. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't afford it right now, so I'm sort of forced to wait for some updates to occur, but I'm gonna definitely grab it. I think it's, if I had the money right now, I'd pick it up, and I would suffer through some of the reported bugs, just because I think the overall aircraft is well worth it. And I'm kind of enjoying the people that are making a fool of themselves with some of the criticisms that they're offering. I'm like, holy cow, guys, you gotta be kidding me. But I think that there's been enough people that have reported some things in a constructive way, like respectfully, hey, this isn't working or whatever. Here's some things that, or they've asked the question, how do I make this work? You know, those are the kinds of things that the Rotate people, that developers in general, I think, do appreciate, and then they, they're able to improve the plane. So at this point in time, that's really, whether you like them or you hate them, they're the response to these bugs is really what's going to be important, and I think that's where Rotate will have a chance to really shined, because I think they do that pretty well. All right, bleed air, APU bleed air can come off because we have engine bleed air now. I'll rant more about that as we fly. So let's see, APU bleed off, ignition off. Time for spoilers to be armed. I need to make sure that I am. Yeah, my throttles are in the right spot. Slats and flaps can be set. We're 15-15 here, so that's basically, in Airbus terms, flaps 2. So we'll slide that flaps lever down 2. Here comes the slats. Oh, this might be a better view of what. See those guys moving a little bit there. Kind of, sort of. All right. There they come. And here comes the flaps here in just a second. Yep, there we go. Nothing about this plane happens fast. Yeah, that's what I like about it. It's kind of old and slow, just like me. We take our time, but we get stuff there. Let's go check the flight controls. And that's down here. Oh, wait a second. Flight controls. Did I not get that set? There we go. Alright. Full right, center. Full left, center. Elevator up, center. Down, center. Rudder right, center. Left, center. Flight controls checked. Back to that. And all right. So we will pick up Cleveland Center. Are they kind of on our way? Oh, we have Boston Center. We'll pick up those guys first. So let me get that tuned in here. They're going to be on 3470. That'll be who we talk to next. And maybe they'll start to come alive here on the East Coast, even though we're a little bit early. We'll stay on Unicom until we get clear of Montreal here, though. Alright, flight controls checked. We're ready. Taxi time, baby. So, go to taxi. We will turn the turn-off lights on. Again, it is daylight out, but it's okay to have all that stuff on here. Logo light even. What the heck? We'll put the logo light on. And, yeah, let's do this thing. Pull up the taxi chart. And again, straight ahead. Foxtrot to Delta. Here we go. We're kind of taxiing like a sports car here, aren't we? So this is a little freeware scenery, neat little package if you enjoy the cargo flying experience. This is Montreal Mirabel, and I'm sorry I don't have a link to this, but if you just do a search by the ICAO code, you will find it. It's well worth picking up. I've enjoyed the heck out of it. It's another one of those places that, like like I didn't really know existed, but it's got a really cool history to it. And yeah, just a fun airport. So we got a jog to the left here. We're clear right. Clear left. But yeah, it has an interesting runway layout, and it's kind of not really used for what it was intended. It was intended to be an airport that was going to help reduce the traffic load from Pierre Trudeau, which is the other big international airport here up in Montreal. But it ended up not quite coming to fruition as intended, and instead it became more of a cargo hub. So I guess in a way maybe it has helped to alleviate some of the traffic. All right, put all that on here. Strobies to auto. Montreal Mirabel traffic, UPS 816 is departing runway 29er, Montreal Mirabel. Check final. That's clear. We're going to go ahead and go continuous relight. Auto brakes to max. Flaps are set. Speed brake is armed. Runway is clear. We're even a little bit early getting out of here. That's kind of cool. Let's get lined up. We'll just work through the before takeoff checklist real quick here, and we'll be on our way to head down to Dulles. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and riding along. It's always great to have people to talk to, especially when ATC is not around. Oh, we're a little bit sluggish making the turn. I kind of lost some ground speed there. Come on, girl. Oh, you know why we are sluggish? I only have one engine going for some reason here. What happened? Did I not get... Oh my goodness. I don't think this is going to light, you guys. Yep. I didn't get number one. Didn't get the fuel turned on when I was trying to start it. Alright, well, that's no good. Okay, so let's kill that guy. Let's come back up here to starter A, and let's see if we can get him going. All right, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. I hope I haven't broken the aircraft. It may be a... Alright, ignition off. I may have to have my APU back on here to get some bleed air going, since I don't know, there's a way I think to cross bleed start this. It'll only take a second for this to get going again, then we can get the I just didn't have any air pressure there to help out. Sorry anybody who's landing at Montreal Mirabel. There's an A300 parked at the end of the runway. Pay no mind. All right, there we go. Now let's see if this will go this time. Nope. I'll be darned. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. No, yeah, there we go. I just didn't have quite enough power or quite enough pressure built up. Whew. Okay, I was thinking we were taxiing. Gonna have to do the taxi of shame. Go get this thing started again. But yeah, very important here. Pro tip: let that N2 spin up to 20%, and then add fuel. There we go. And hey, I think we're lighting up here. Wow. Perhaps this flight is not such a good idea. So the JFO got here and immediately got sick, and so 2 nights ago, like, I did not go to bed. I literally 4:30 in the morning is when I finally went to bed. I just stayed up with him. He was having a heck of a time breathing and throwing up and all that good stuff. So I'm still recovering a little bit from that, and kind of have the mental fogginess going. So there, I can hear an engine in my left ear here. That's really a good thing. Hey, if I sit here long enough, maybe we'll get ATC. Here she comes. All right. There's probably a way I could cross bleed start those things, but that's okay. So it may be an extra Dr. Pepper day on the flight today, I guess is what I'm saying. With the prerequisite number of increased restroom visits, of course. There she comes. All right, that's looking much better. Much more like it. All right, awesome sauce. APU, thank you for your service. We love you. Back to continuous relight. And back to engine bleeds. All right. Now let's just double check here. All this stuff should be showing, and it is. And I think now we're ready to go flying here. But let's do a quick before takeoff checklist here. We'll go ahead and put it on profile for the climb out. And we're going to climb on heading mode. We are going to nav lights, strobes, all are on. Transponder TAR8's on. Auto brakes are to max. Let's what the heck? Let's start the chrono here. There we go. And terrain radar is on. Anti-ice will probably be required here as we get going, honestly. So let's, as opposed to just fumbling around for it like I always do, let's go ahead and put that on. For now, we're going to pretty much get right into it, right straight away off of the runway. So, okay. If I remember where yep, there it is. Okay, time for takeoff. Two good engines. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive. Under knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Indicating gear up. Always have a little bit of trouble with the gear in this plane. Looks like that's working. Actually, I shouldn't say that. The A300 actually has worked good with me and my my Bravo. Okay, we're climbing. Engines are rolling back to continual climb power. Gonna go slats 15. We would be checking in with radio. They'd be clearing us up a little ways here. Let's say 12,000. And yeah, actually what we'll do is just clear ourselves all the way up to 360. Still on runway heading. As soon as I get the altitude set here, we will vector ourselves down to our first waypoint, Fawns. Alright, that is set. Proverbial flyby. Hello, beautiful. Into the sunset. Isn't that nice? Alright, time to vector. Victor, let's start by going. Let's just start by heading south, roughly. 200 ought to get us pretty close here. And then we're going to go direct. We're going to Fawns. Enter. Or insert. There we go. Now we can go nav mode. That'll make the turn for us. And yeah, nothing left to do but look out the window. Beautiful countryside here in southeastern Canada. By the way, I think maybe the ortho issue has been solved. For those of you that maybe remember, it had kind of a strange sort of a bluish, almost winter tone, and I wasn't 100% sure. Sorry about that, guys. I wasn't 100% sure what exactly was causing it, but what I narrowed it down to was not actually SAM Seasons, because I don't have SAM Seasons installed, but I think that there is a shader from something I picked up. I have no idea what plugin, but yeah, it had a chrome feel. Hey, Steve-O. Had a chrome feel to it, but in my messing around with my Denver scenery, which is the Xcoders Denver, it has scenery, or it has different seasons as an option as well, and it is basically says, hey, if you want to change the seasons on our scenery, then just all you have to do is change the date in your sim. And sure enough, it happened to be, my date happened to be off. It was like winter time, like January or something like that. I updated my date, and not only did it change the season, the texture of the airport, but it changed, well, the scenery, the ortho around the world basically now has looked the same ever since. So I don't know, I still don't know exactly what caused it, but my scenery was looking wintry because of the date that was actually in X-Plane. And I've had some issues with some trees looking weird as well. I don't know if you guys remember when I flew up to the Heron's Nest and the trees looked kind of weird again, kind of frosty, but they now look the same. So anyway, I don't know if you ever run across that, help me test, because that's all I did. And I haven't changed the date sense to to double check. I didn't have time to do that, but that looks like maybe maybe what was causing it. And so, which it is kind of cool, Steve, because that means number one that maybe maybe X-Plane sort of has that ability to have worldwide scenery changes. But again, I wish I knew what it was that actually, like what plugin, because I know natively it doesn't have that. So Downwind Sim suggested maybe it was the enhanced skyscapes that somehow contributed to that. I don't know. But as you can see, it's back to its normal green, springy kind of self, so that's good. Alright, well, we are going to be talking to Boston here very soon, so I'm going to flip that over to 3470 and see if we can hear him. Again, I want to make sure I have all this turned on and up. Yep, there we go.
Descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right transition, Providence, altimeter 2935.
Send via Roebuck 3 arrival 2935, altimeter 420.
Verify runway 4 right transition.
Runway 0 to 4 right, altimeter 420.
I wondered why I wasn't climbing very well. Well, it's because I still had slats out. So, anyway, you got yourself a sweet cargo hop last night. Did you, Steve?
10204, clearance available, advise ready.
Did you end up picking up
Ready to copy, 10204.
the MD-11, my friend? Did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
Actually, just 1 minute, please.
7.6. That's equally awesome, my dude. So that is.
Sorry about that. Cleared to the Boston Airport via Syracuse.
I have no idea where that is. Victor Hotel X-Ray X-ray. That's somewhere like over in China or something, right? Where is that? Oh, you did get it though, yeah. I'm going to talk about that plane here in just a little bit, by the way. But first, I'm just looking out the window because it's just absolutely beautiful up here right now. It's a windy day, stormy day, but oh, Kai-Tak to Manila. Heck yeah, man. That does sound like a fun trek. Now, I have no idea at what point in time I enter the Boston airspace here, so I'm just gonna cheat a little bit. Use Volanta. And I think basically when I get up to cruise, I should be in their airspace. I should also get a contact me, but just in case I don't. Alright, there's 18,000, so let's set standard pressure.
And wings IFR 16 is approved.
Roger, 1020.
Set once, set twice.
Walker 1533, Caribou is non-tower, so that's at your discretion. Just let me know. I can release you now, so how long are you going to be ready?
Fluid, we're having a few beers. Impulse buy.
1533, release for departure, clearance void. And
I will be grabbing it here eventually. I've got just a couple of little other things that need my financial attention right now, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab it.
Brickyard 9131, runway 33, quick takeoff.
All right, we are tracking very well and just about to the exit point. Fawns, I'm sorry. Then we're gonna be turning to Bugsy, climbing through 2,000. 21,000. Yeah, you guys, it's going to be nothing but mental fogginess really all night long. We're above the visible icing here, so we can turn that off. Clean that up. Everything else is good. Good. Dome light, we'll have it on just because we'll start to get into some beautiful evening lighting here on the East Coast.
Walker 1047 clearance on request. And sorry, who was the cargo log checking in? What was the numbers?
Steve, I think bottom line here is I think you made a really good purchase. I think you're going to really like it. I know there's some things right now that are
20 Boston, altimeter 2935. Report information
a little bit quirky, but I've watched. I know this is going to sound like, yeah, I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night, but anyway, I've watched the airplane in action because it's really all I could do. And what I'm seeing and what is being reported are two different things. And I think the plane is a lot more finished than people are giving it credit for. I think there's this mob mentality right now that is just absolutely rip and rotate to shreds, and like 9 out of 10 problems that are being reported, it's not the aircraft's fault, it's the pilot's fault. There are a few that Rotate has said, yep, and they're going to work on that. But I think number one, I think you sort of have to be careful and know the whole story before you jump on the bandwagon of how bad this airplane is. But number two, I think you need to wait and see how they do with their hot fix. That's what's been 48 hours, right? I mean, so I think if they push out an update and address the issues, I think that's all you can ask for, and then I think that shows you that you've got yourself a good airplane. But hasn't been anything that's been released in my memory that hasn't required at least a couple of updates within that first week or so, couple of weeks. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good airplane, and it's one I will add to my hangar at some point. But I'm also not like I waited on the 747 a little bit. I waited on the A300, this plane, a little bit. I waited on the Q400 a little bit. Just because of that, I'm like, yeah, you can't get one, right. You can't just get one right out of the gate and expect it to be perfect. The only ones that I've picked up on the release day are the ones that have said, hey, we're in beta right now. Here you go. Just to understand that. And that's kind of, you kind of know going in what you're going to get. I hope it'll have X-Plane 12 support. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't. See the potential in it. Yeah. It's gonna be a really nice airplane. It really is. Hawker, hey, what's going on, man? I've got a nice hangar with a variety of airplanes. I do. I've got a little bit of a problem, Hawker. Hello, my name is Melvin, and I collect airplanes. Hello, Melvin. Yeah, man. It'd be one thing like if I had like one sort of, like I'm a GA guy or I'm a bush plane guy or whatever, but I like everything. I want all of the airplanes. It's not, I mean, right, and I don't feel, I've said this before, so if you've heard me say this, you can go to another stream for about the next 5 minutes, but
thanks for subscribing.
Hey, there's two a flight. What's going on, Ben? I was just about to rant. You came at the perfect time. Nice flight the other day. But it's I think it's okay to have lots of different varieties of airplanes in your sim, and I also think it's okay to to not be like ultra proficient. Like I don't know this plane inside and out. I don't, you know, but that's okay. That's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a reasonable amount of proficiency so that I can put it out in an entertaining way and feel comfortable flying it. But one thing I like about having multiple aircraft is that every time I hop in a plane like this, it feels a little bit like I just picked it up, like I just got it, like Christmas Day. So I think that's not a bad thing. However, if you're looking for a stream that knows the airplanes inside and out and can give you all the backgrounds on every little system, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. Sorry, guys. But I will promise you this. We will not fly the same plane twice. So Tuba Flight had a good airplane last night. He was in that Tolis A319. And you did a down and back from LA down to where was it? Did you go down to Mexico? Where'd you go? It looked like it was a fun flight. Had to do a go around. I was kind of in and out. I had to my family was rolling in about that time, and so I was in and out. But it looked like he, down to Mexico doing some Symphony Air stuff. Very cool, very cool. Some United missions, awesome. But really did a good job flying a missed approach and brought it home. And of course, right when he was needed the most, tower, all the LA ATC went offline, so he had to kind of work his way in. Did a good job on the radios and got himself down. But Hawker always learns something new every time. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's okay. Usually you'll learn what not to do, right? What the heck. We have fun. We have fun with it. I actually learn as much from listening to you guys like as anything. So it's a good teamwork. It's a good pairing. All right, here we go. We're 360, and we're getting ready to check in here. So let's go back to flight plans. We are, let's see, about 90 miles north of Syracuse.
Taxi runway 28 via Yankee, cross runway 33 10204.
Yeah. Do a quick check in here when we get a second.
Over the airport. Are you gonna go on course soon?
Hey, sir, so I was just waiting to call you. I've had a little bit of
We're in cruise mode.
We should be going on course now, direct.
Everything looks good there.
Roger.
Looks good here. Boston Center, UPS 816, flight level 360, about 90 to the northeast of Syracuse.
UPS 816, squawk 4736.
4736, UPS 816. 7.
Giant 267, request descent.
36.
Giant 267, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Just double checking, we're TARA, so they should be able to see us. And we are squawking mode C on the pilot client.
New York approach is closed, frequency change approved, see ya.
Alright.
We'll see you, Britain, Lincoln.
UPS 816, radar contact, maintain flight level 360.
Double clicks. Oh! I might need to take a little break out of the cockpit already.
1047, are you ready for departure?
The Dr. Pepper is kicking in, if you know what I mean. I should have done that before I checked in.
Roger, release for departure, clearance void, if not off in 10 minutes, report airborne on course, leading
I'll do it like I'm supposed to.
Boston Center, Delta 3212, with you, flight level 350.
And then,
6 nautical miles from.
got something to show you guys.
That's 3075, common maintain flight level 360.
Flight maintain flight level 360.
We won't be long through his airspace, actually.
Delta 3212, squawk 4716.
Maybe what I'll do is wait until we... Yeah. Nah, I'm just going to do it now. and hopefully somebody will pop in here. If not, so be it. So be it.
274 Kilo Quebec, runway 23, taxi via Alpha.
There's a toss-up, Steve was saying, between the Microsoft Flight Sim Chancellor and the MD-11. You want rotate.
Back at 420, runway 4 right, clear to land. Air Canada, say again, you were stepped up.
Canada 2480, requesting descent.
Okay, what altitude do you want?
Alright, here we go. He's busy.
Canada 2480, descend and maintain, flight level 250.
See if I can find it.
67, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 4 right transition to Boston, altimeter 2935.
Goodness gracious.
Boston Center Delta 1269, requesting IFR to Tampa with Foxtrot.
You think you'll fly the MD-11 more? Well, that's what you want to go with, buddy. That's exactly right. You have chosen wisely.
Send me the J-Fund to arrival.
I'm gonna show you guys a little something here. Little something. Maybe.
Delta 3212, that didn't work for some reason. Squawk 4702.
4072 Delta 3212.
4702.
4702 Delta 3212.
What the heck?
223, runway 9 line up and late traffic.
Alright, well, I'm not finding any great pictures here, but I actually went the other direction that Steve was talking about. I grabbed that new Cessna 414 Chancellor that FlySimware put out, and I'm just trying to find some pictures here of it, guys. And while I do really like the possibility of grabbing that that MD-80, or sorry, that MD-11 here sometime soon, I was kind of in the other boat, Steve. I knew I was going to fly this Chancellor a little bit more regularly, at least initially. Yeah, but for the life of me, I cannot find any stinking product shots of it.
Seabird 117, are you here?
Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. I think we maybe have some product shots.
Seabird 117, Boston Center.
Yeah. Most of you guys, I'm sure, have seen what it looks like and kind of seen the whole deal here, but really super impressed with the texturing, with the modeling. Inside and out looks really nice. You can see the cabin is also, I mean, it's just like super high quality all the way around.
Okay, sorry, somebody else is looking for a clearance. Who was that?
Pretty much everything in the cockpit is functional, clickable, twistable, turnable, and and it integrates kind of. I think what
I can assign you one, or if you want to go find one and file
sort of got me over the top was the fact that it integrated right away with that new TDI GTN 750. So it really is a. I've flown it now twice, only one full route, so I don't really know all the ins and outs, but all this stuff on the inside, you open the door, it's got, you can do the full walk around and take the tie downs off and the pitot covers off and all that stuff, close and lock the doors, and I mean, it's just got a ton of stuff. But what I think is cool is it's still in beta, so there are still some things that that they're working on, and I couldn't find a whole heck of a lot of issues. I know the autopilot, the altitude hold, and there was something else with the autopilot that was a little bit wonky. It wasn't terrible, but it was a little bit funky. But I sort of walked away from it thinking, holy crap, this is the closest. I've found any plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator that made me feel like I was in X-plane. And
Alpaca 420, cross runway 4 left, and then turn left
I
on
don't know.
November.
I was just very, very happily impressed and not surprised because it. I mean, you guys can all see it. It looks. We knew we were going to get a good-looking airplane. You just didn't know
It's unreadable, sir.
were we going to
Alpaca
get,
420, where are you going?
you know, like a Milviz quality airplane, or were we going to get a
What gate?
Carenado airplane? So, and then I guess
Cross
the other
runway
thing
32
that
left, straight ahead, hold short runway 4 left at Foxtrot.
sort of encouraged me is
Okay,
that
and,
while
that's
it's
not
in
the normal
beta,
route you take
it's
to get from here to
$10
the
off.
terminal,
So
after you land, you can't
it
just
was
start taxiing,
40
you have to wait
instead
for
of 50,
instructions,
which
sir.
I think is a good price for it. But animation, the sounds are really, really fantastic. Holy cow, the sounds! One of the little bugs though is that you can't turn the sounds down.
Squawk 1047, that code's not working for some reason. Squawk
It's
4727.
just kind of continual sounds, and so. But yeah,
2480, contact
the
Monsoon
other
on
thing that I think is
132.0.
kind of exciting is I do like that GTN 750. I really do, but I almost
Delta 1269, roger, standby.
like this is what the layout looks like when you have the older navigation in there, and I almost like this better. It's got that old school weather TV, that green LED
Okay, you passed
TV
Foxtrot, sir. Where are you
type
going?
looking weather, and it's got a little different autopilot system.
Short of 4 left at Foxtrot. What happened?
I mean, it's just. I think I might try my next flight. I might try to fly it without the GTN 750 and fly it slant alpha. Yeah, so Hawker, that's exactly right. Whatever you buy it for now is the cost you get when they go to the released, the finished version. You don't have to pay the extra. So you pay 50 for it after it comes out of beta, basically. But I mean, like, it is a steam gauge freaking paradise. And the autopilot down here is just awesome. It's a Navomatic. It's just awesome. All that stuff goes. Unfortunately, all the autopilot stuff goes away when you. It has dual GTN 750s that show up right here, and you get a much more modern autopilot. But yeah, you will not be disappointed with the visuals. You will not be disappointed with the sounds. I know Canadian Captain Mustache did a few test flights with it the other day, and of course he knows, since he's a real world pilot, he knows a lot more about the stall characteristics and things like that. But he mentioned that it doesn't really stall very authentically, and just a couple other things with the flight model he said don't really match up with what you'd probably see in a plane like this. But even he said, yeah, it's pretty good. It's got a really neat prop synchronization sequence, and it has the ability to have failures, and I mean, so it's a pretty deep and well, pretty deep and well modeled plane, and it's still in beta. So anyway, if you're thinking about it, now's the time to grab it, because you can save $10 basically. This is the panel right next to the pilot, and this is where you turn on all your icing, de-icing, your battery. The starter sequence is like the 310. So you can prime it and push these buttons to get it started. Yeah, I should get a paid commission. Yeah, I wish. But just look at it. I mean, it's just. They did a nice job. The Chancellor.
You need to look at the chart next time.
Yeah, look at that old school autopilot down here, man. It's great. Yeah, Hawker, I'm gonna do once I get a few more hours in it, I'm going to do a flight so you guys can take a look at it. Beautiful, beautiful plane. A little, I'm having some frame rate issues in Microsoft Flight Sim right now, and I can't narrow it down. I think I may have to just empty out my community folder and start putting things back in one at a time, because I'm not sure what's causing it. But that was the only thing I noticed last night. Is it was a little bit after I flew for a while. It was almost like it had a little bit of a memory leak. It started to chop just a little bit. So I haven't really dug too deeply into it, but that's not a unique issue with that Chancellor. I've had that problem with a couple of other aircraft here as well. So Chancellor is a Chancellor. The thing is high and fast. It's thirsty. Boy, does it go through fuel. You will your avgas fuel bill, your virtual avgas fuel bill will go up. That is one thing you need to expect. Hawker, you'll tune in for that one. Yeah, I'm thinking I've got I'm on spring break right now, and I don't have anything scheduled for this coming Monday. So I'm thinking maybe I could sneak something in here on Monday. It just all depends on things with the junior first officer. He was supposed to be here through Tuesday, but now that his parents made the trip up, I don't know. They may have to take him back a little sooner, which will be a bummer, but it'll free up a little bit of flying time. All right, guys, we're doing well. I think we may slice. I wonder if they'll hand us off. They're probably going to hand us off to New York here, and then it's going to be pretty much time for us to start thinking about the descent here.
Talcom 316, runway 18, taxi via Bravo.
Let's clear that out. Let's go to what do we have here?
Boston Center, Arrow 1514 Juliet.
There's the
1514 Juliet.
this is the transition to the arrival. So at 20 minutes here we'll be starting that. So my plan is going to be to probably take just a quick little restroom break here once we get handed off to Unicom, essentially, and then we will brief the arrival. We'll brief the approach into Dulles. I'm also going to check on how things are going upstairs. The little guy's napping right now, so I'm checking to see how things are going upstairs. And if there's the potential for an additional leg here from Dulles out to somewhere, we may do that.
About 3 minutes for Juliet. For Juliet, roger. Release for departure. Time now 2124.5. Clearance void if not off by 35. And report airborne on course leaving 5000. Report airborne leaving 5000. Report Juliet. Golf Golf Tango Kilo radar contact. Maintain flight level 450. Clear direct destination. Direct destination. Maintain flight level 450. 10204 radar contact. On and maintain 10,000. Turn right direct onset.
Tuba flight. I didn't realize this has been 1 year of ascriptions from you, man. Thank you so much for your support. By the way, we've got a definite date on the giveaway, which is made possible by your support. We will be doing the 31st, and that's next Thursday. We're going to be doing the Charleston fly-in, and that's going to be the date we've decided on that giveaway. It'll be a $25 gift card giveaway. I will give you information on how you can enter to win. It's going to be one of those tune in and grab a ticket type of thing. So hopefully you can free up some time there on Thursday. Love to. We're about to get this call here.
Boston Center, 1292.
Steve said it's kind of cool. It was your flight last night was in the 7.6, and you did it with the old school panel. Yeah, man, it's fun to do it that way. No doubt about it. Some of these planes are much more fun and interesting to fly slant whiskey than they are slant Lima.
Boston Center, November 116, Delta Hotel.
6 Delta Hotel.
Boston Center, good evening. November 116, Delta Hotel, Bonanza on the ramp at Albany, requesting IFR clearance to Boston for wings. IFR flight number 5, please.
Center, Delta 1269, holding short.
There is a link, by the way, to vote for the next aircraft I'm going to fly in the Bravo Tour. The Bravo Tour, as you guys know, is our attempt to fly to every Class Bravo airport in the United States, and we are coming up. We're going to be flying from Las Vegas up to Seattle, and the only question is which aircraft are we going to fly in. So that little straw poll link right there will take you to
427 Romeo Charlie, go ahead.
What is your destination?
take you to this poll, and you can choose between the Saab, the Q, the BAE 146, or the Metroliner. And right now it's a pretty close vote. The Q400 is starting to get out in front here. The BAE 146 is still in the runnings, and it's still early, but that poll is going to close on the 1st of April. April 1st will be the last day you can vote. So jump in there, vote. Let me know what aircraft you would like to see, and that will be what I prepare and fly. And that leg is coming up on the 9th of April. So we'll close down the voting on the 1st. I'll do a little bit of prep work, and that following weekend we'll fly it from Las Vegas up to Seattle. After Seattle, by the way, the episode whatever 9 or 10 or whatever we're on now, we'll be going Seattle clear across country to Newark. So that'll be a lot of fun as well. But I'm looking forward to flying something that's a little bit more short hoppish and maybe perhaps turbopropish. Center UPS 816.
UPS 816.
Hoping I didn't miss a radio call handoff. We're just going to request to go over to Unicom if possible. We need to step away for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I terminated you 5 minutes ago.
Hey, I'm not paying attention. Thanks for the service. Have a good one.
Boston Center, Delta 1269, passing 3,000.
There you go. Glad I didn't wait.
Delta 1269.
All right, you guys. I'll be right back. Testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello. All right, I'm back. So we need to start thinking a little bit about the descent here. Yeah, we're coming right up on it. In fact, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to spin. I'm going to dial this down. Say 290 just in case, and then we'll arm that. Okay, descent path is now armed, and then let's hop in here and let's take a look at this Maple 3 arrival. Maple 3, there we go. So we're coming in here from Phillipsburg. We do have a little bit of an altitude that we're expecting to cross, but our first restriction is here at day fix at 12,000. Now we're supposed to be down to 10 at Ovi and 250 knots. Maple at 7. And then we are going from Maple. Let me see if I can pull this up here. Day fix, Ovi, Maple. We go to Mowatts. So we're going clear over here to the eastern edge, 5,000. And all those are in. There's 7, there's 10, there's 12. All those match up with what our chart says. So that's good, including the speeds. And then we're down here, hustle at 4. That checks. Very good. And then we are going to take the ILS 1 center arrival. So the Amel initial intersection there. Oh, wait a second. Carry. Going to be carry and then skin. So carry looks like we need to be 2,900, which is what we have in there. Skin's 23. Yep, all that looks good. And when we get on the ground at Washington Dulles off of 1 center, we're going to hopefully be able to grab Yankee 2, and we'll be right here at the cargo ramp. If not, we'll go all the way down to Yankee 1, and we'll backtrack here on probably Zulu to the cargo area, so right-hand turnoff. All right, guys, this is going to be my only leg for the night. I'm gonna, the little guy is up and running around, and so we're gonna get on the ground here and go help out. But here comes the Zooks intersection, and there's our top of descent mark. So I've got the descent path armed, and that should pick up, and we should start our way down here. I really could, honestly, I could probably put in be expecting here at I think our first hard altitude is 12, so I'm going to put that in here. Then we'll just keep spinning it down as we go. If we do get some ATC, then they can help us out. I hope I got that muted in time. Alright, that looks ready to go here, and we'll just kind of keep our eyes peeled. Make sure that the descent starts our descent like we are hoping it will. We're going to be going back into the muckety muck here, so I'm going to go ahead before we do that and get the anti-icing going. And let's see, the Rest of the approach or the arrival checklist is yet to come. And there we go. Top of descent. We will begin, and it'll roll back here. Keep our profile speed, and down we go. One thing about this autopilot is it is period specific autopilot. So as was talked about by the pilots of the day, it only sort of works. It works more or less. One of the things that it does struggle a little bit with is managing the airspeed, and so we'll keep an eye on it, even though it should. As you can see, it's rolled back, and we're basically descending almost flight idle. But sometimes that airspeed will creep up, and we'll get a little message down here that says we need to add drag. So we'll be ready just in case we need to do that.
7 feet up the slide.
Hey, there's Rock Valkyrie checking in. How are you, man? Good to see you, buddy. Rob Valkyrie,
Hello, Rock Valkyrie.
aka Rotate MD11 fanboy extraordinaire. Rob, how are you? Did you get your Q400 all ready to go with the? Oh, you already had that livery, that Porter livery that Bixie was talking about. You just like starting stuff. That's why you and I can hang out, man. We'd like to raise the rabble a little bit, rouse the rabble. Oh, yeah, the Legacy. So you picked up the new one. Ah, very good, very good. Well, you'll have to let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to help out. Happy to maybe do a flight later on, potentially with you in that. And I'm looking forward to going over and grabbing that Porter livery myself, and doing some flights out there. That I really didn't know anything about that aviation company, and once I checked it out, I'm like, holy moly, there's some pretty cool places to fly. So, yeah. One more thing to add to the list. You haven't started yet. It's been testing. Oh, you've been testing out issues for Across the Pond 7. Oh no. Having a CTD the same area by Hungary. Any hints in the log file at all? It's almost always related to scenery, right? Interesting. Tuba's had the same issue. All right, I'm just gonna double check just to make sure. Yep, nothing yet. Looks like we're gonna be quiet heading into Washington, and we may as well monitor. Let's see. How about let's monitor Cleveland on 1987. And how do I do that? No, I don't want to do that. Always good to do this every time I fly, so I can remember. Just want to turn that guy on. No, he's 2. That's what I want right there. I think that's what I want. 19875, yep. 19875. Alright, we'll see how that goes. We'll see if we hear anything. And Oh, so let's see. Tuba flight saying it was an issue with the Xcoder MGM freeware. Josh has been helping. It's either what you're seeing in the it's either related to the SSG 7.4 or the Sim Heaven Europe. Oh, gal. Oh, yeah. That's where X Organizer's worth every penny that you pay, man. It makes it so easy just to turn stuff off. Oh, yeah. Kilo Mike, Golf Mike. That is an American sound, a North American sounding ICAO code. Huh. That'd be kind of cool if that was the fix, though. Ben, thanks for sharing that. And Rob, good luck, man. That's never a fun thing to work through. I am not monitoring. Why am I not monitoring? What do I have to do here? Oh, I have to turn that up. No. I've forgotten how to monitor on COM 2. Sure have. Oh well. Not going to be able to do it. Bummer. That's alright. You guys are stuck with me. Yeah, see if you have that doing it. That's the other very good call, Rob. Do the flight in a different aircraft, and kind of you can rule out little things here and there. So the log file was what Tuba Flight used to get that information. That log file is sort of like, it can be really helpful sometimes, and other times it's like it just doesn't tell you diddly squat. 2957 is what I'm looking for here. My altimeter. And let's set that once and twice. Alright. And how are we doing? Are we going to hit our mark here? We need 12,000 by day fix. It looks like we're running a little bit above that. More drag. There's my more drag deal. As you can see, our speed's crept up a little bit. Tuba is saying that it often blames X Europe or X America, but those errors are supposed to be there. Rob's going to send that log next time. See, that's what I love about my channel, man. It's like everybody's in it together, helping each other out. That's way cool. Appreciate you guys doing that. I don't know how many times I've had issues at all hours, and I'm just like, I get frustrated, and I just toss a message out, just almost more like therapeutically, like I just need to get it out there that this is happening, it's frustrating or whatever, and like within a half an hour somebody's got an idea of how to fix it. And it usually works. It's pretty amazing. Now, Tuba Flight, Ben, hold on. Oh no, not quite yet. Is it the 28th? Is that, or is today? Ben, is it your birthday today? Did I miss your birthday? Somebody has a birthday coming up here. I missed Rock Valkyrie's birthday. On the 28th, alright. So, well, happy birthday, Tuba, a little early. Rob, once again, another belated birthday wish. I think though you were here on my stream, and Rob does have that Montgomery Regional Airport, and that could possibly be the cause. Interesting. Potentially a North American airport causing an issue in Hungary. Oh, I did wish you a happy birthday. All right, well, cool, man. Oh, you know what? I probably did. Yeah. There aren't too many custom KMGMs, so try removing it. Yeah, cool. Well, one more thing to try, I guess, right, Rob? All right, so we're gonna hit our mark here, and I'm gonna just keep the descent going. We're not gonna level off. We're gonna keep it going. We need to get down to 4,000 at a point called Hustle or Husel. I don't know how you'd say that exactly. That's on the downwind, the kind of the right-hand downwind, as we're heading into Dulles. I hope I have some scenery for Dulles. I think I do. You know, one thing I was meaning to check is I know that they have that updated Louisville, and the $0 payware guys put that updated Louisville out there. What do I have for Dulles? KIAD? I do have something. No, KIA8. Oh, I don't have anything for Dulles. Okay, doggone it. Here I am making all these arrangements, and we're going to be flying into Default City. Oh well. Washington Dulles. And there is. The sad part is, there is a freeware update out there. Doggone it. Well, heck. Maybe it's named something different here. Maybe. Oh well, too late to do anything about it now. It's named Dulles KIAD. Yep, I do not have it. Well, alright, we're going to see what the gateway version looks like, I guess. Oops. Looks like Nimbus has a payware version. Oh, it's not quite out yet. That'd be worth getting when it comes out. All right. Well, you know what? Oh, wait a second. It is out. Nimbus Studios Dulles. Why don't I see a price here? It is on the org store. Oh well. Like I say, too late now. I was going to fly into BWI, but I've had some frame rate issues with that because of the there's a little bit of a glitch there that Vertical Sim knows he's been working on trying to get that rectified. Yeah, so I got to get that. I got to get that updated Louisville, but I don't know who I have. Yeah, I have the. I do have the $0 payware version of it. Cool. All right, so I got to get that. Maybe that could be a flight for another time. Here's Dulles over to Dulles over to Louisville. Oh yeah, Tuba Flight is confirming that they did release. I probably had that in my head, which is why I thought I had it. We're going to go medium auto brake. Alright, so we've got altimeter set. We've got external lights on, ignition set to continuous relight. Auto brakes are set. We can start tossing flaps here at 250, but we're probably going to end up doing is just staying right where we're at right here. Yeah, we're doing all right. Speed limit, it says speed limit is exceeded, but really we must have just bumped over it just a moment ago. We're doing good now. We're 250 all the way here. At Tycon we got to be down to 220, but we're in good shape. We're in very good shape. Dulles traffic, UPS 816 is 20 miles north of the field. We're going to be inbound runway 01 center, Dulles. Can't believe I don't have a Dulles airport, man. What kind of a diehard fan am I? Was it Die Hard 2 that they hijacked Dulles? Can't remember. Alright, let's do this. We need a frequency of 111.3 and an approach course of 11. Whoops. And alright. Now you can see how it takes us around the east side of the airport and then we come back up. That'll be good. That'll be good. Landing lights, seatbelts are on, continuous relight, all that looks good. We'll keep the anti-icing on here as well. Does look like we're still in icing conditions. Yeah, we are. We're +2. Alright, down we go. We need to be 4,000 at Hustle, and I think we're going to be pretty close to that. Might be, yep, there's the descent mark. There's Hustle, so we're going to be in good shape there. It flew the profile very well, actually. That's as well as it's flown it for a while for me, so that's cool. Gosh, I like this plane. Those clouds look weird. A little bit crabby. Not bad. And this line here, this is our go-around line. We go missed, we're going to climb to 3,000 runway heading and essentially take it out to the Foxtrot Delta Kilo Frederick VOR, and we'll hold out there. Pretty simple missed approach. And I will fly the missed approach because my friend Tuba Flight flew it last night. Showed me how to do it. Showed me what a real pilot does when he goes missed, instead of me trying like I did at Las Vegas, try to fly the traffic pattern. It's much easier in these bigger planes just to fly the actual mist and then come back in. Alright, there we go, 5,000. We're starting to cut some speed here, which is good. And just make sure everything is working here like it should be. . Airport is over there on the other side of the river. Not seeing or hearing any other traffic. I thought maybe I would start to see some people coming in. I mean, the event starts here in, like now, I thought four parallel runways, and two of us fight for the same one. Yeah, man, stuff happens. I'm really, like, I don't know what the heck. It's still an hour to go. Yes, Samsonite. That was way off. Well, it worked out. This was as much um, about me being able to fly when the junior first officer was napping as anything. Although I did have this flight time set up like a long time ago, so I don't know that I was thinking about that at the time. But all right, making our final turn here, basically on the downwind. We are dropping down now from 5,000 to 4,000, and we'll be also decelerating. I think we have a little bit of a speed restriction coming up of 220. Yep, down we go both ways. Yep, and there's the wind. Boy, we're getting tossed a little bit, you can see. Yeehaw. Let's get the heading bug kind of set here. Boy, it is really, really working. Yep, so we're going to go off at Tycon. We're on the vector, I think, here in just a minute. And obviously I'm not going to be able to stay right on the line here, but gosh dang it, I keep changing the wrong thing. We're going to set about 195 as our heading. Let's go into heading mode. We're going to call this our vector to final, and hopefully it'll keep us kind of in the neighborhood. We're going to keep the autopilot on for the bulk of this approach just because of how windy it is, though. Normally I would hand fly this, but I'm kind of being a little bit of a chicken right now, to be honest with you. If it gets too bad, though, we'll kick the autopilot off, because sometimes the autopilot is a little counterproductive. But I think we have everything configured here. Just fly the downwind here. Make our turn for home. See if we can find the cargo area. sliding a little bit off my track here, so it's kind of a guessing game with this wind. But now you can see it's going to be a heck of a crosswind here. 281 at 30 right now, and it's a gusty wind too. It's not a steady, so this could be quite the approach. Dulles traffic, UPS 816 on the right-hand downwind runway 1 center. We're be midfield. Dulles. Thank you for the good luck flaming dragon there, Rob. Rob, I hope that little scenery fix cures your problems. It's always frustrating to have a CTD, but it is multiplied by 100 when you're doing a long haul flight, and then it's multiplied by another 100 when you're doing a long haul flight that's an organized VATSIM event. So I really hoping for you. I'll send a scenery related prayer upstairs as well. You never know. You never know. Pretty far along usually happens right about now. You keep getting up, looking, scared each time. Yeah. So do you do you have a way to like spawn in somewhere, Rob? Surely you don't have to fly that whole thing, right? I mean, is there a way to fly a portion of it? I don't even know. Okay, we're going to take it out past Tycon here, and then we'll vector ourselves back in. We'll turn inbound. You can see the glide slope coming in, so that's good. We're going to flip it over here, and I think we need to slow down here, 220. That'll help us out. Yeah, look for an airport close by. Like does it? I thought that X-Plane though had a way that you could spawn in, like at altitude, with engines running. I know I've seen people do it to practice their approaches, like they can log in, you know, like on a 10-mile final or something at 5,000 feet. Or I don't know exactly what the specs are, but I thought there was some option for you to be able to do that. If it happens again, you're gonna disable that scenery, and then you just won't confirm your CTP spot. Okay, Polis does have that. Oh, so it's airplane specific. I see. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead. We'll turn the flight directors on for the ILS. Our lights are on. Our auto brakes are set. Continuous ignition is on. And we're ready to turn inbound here. Runway 1 center. Below the glide slope. Let's see. Nice easy intercept course, my good man. How about a 350? That ought to be closer. Even a 340 would probably work here. Oh gosh, 340. That ought to be pretty close. Dulles traffic. UPS 816 is turning inbound runway 1 center on the ILS. Dulles traffic. Frankie's here. X-Plane has a feature that you can spawn in on approach. Okay, well that's not going to be probably too helpful for what Rob is needing then, is it? Because he needs to be able to be out over a specific spot. Okay. 340. That looks pretty good as far as intercept course here. We are right of the course, and I'll arm the landing key here. We'll be ready to go. The one airport that I have in X-Plane that is default. That's where we're going. What the heck? What the heck? All right. Hard to tell here where I'm at. I got to be getting close. We'll just keep an eyeball on the little diamond here. Oh, there comes the localizer. Here comes the glide slope also. We might hit this just right, you guys. And we're turning in. Very nice. All right, we're established. We'll start to put some slats and flaps in here as well. We can bring the speed back to 180 at this point. Go ahead and go slats 15 and flaps 15. Airport's in sight. Time for us to fly. Oh, I forgot this one. You need to cancel yourself here. Getting a little bit below the glide slope there. Don't need to go toga. Got a little quick there, didn't I? Alright, we are a gusty booger. This is going to be a rodeo. I can tell. You think these planes are so big and heavy, right? You don't think the wind would really do much, but they're also, because of their size, they're like just huge surface areas. Yeah, pound for pound, man, they can really get tossed around. But why is my speed is not coming back at all? Put the boards out here. I am really fast. I mean really fast. Gears coming down. Yes, gear horn warning. I heard you, man. No, we're not. We're good. We are good. You think I'm a blah? Yeah, there you go. Like you're telling me one thing and it's actually the other. Betty is loving me. Betty is loving me. Oh, goodness. That was a rough one, guys. Holy cow. Oh, goodness sakes. Alright, reversers. Man, I'm having a hard time. It's so windy just staying on the runway here. Wow. Goodness sakes. All right. Man, oh man, I'm all over the place here. Wow. Off. Disengaged. Whew. Well, I've had better, but with that wind, yeah, I'll take it. We definitely made that landing gear work though, for sure. No idea if anybody's here. Dulles traffic, UPSA 16 is clear of 1 center. Dulles. Alright, well let's take it in here. Clean up the slats and flaps. And find a spot to park. I think we're here. I think we ended up catching the exit that we were hoping for, which takes us basically straight in to Cargo City. So that's cool. And we'll just take this first little spot right here. Well, all right, boys and girls, there you have it. Let's get this bird shut down, and I will have to call it right there. Not going to worry about an APU. We're just going to get everything kind of shut off here. Disarm. All of my, yep, everything turns off kind of automatically here, I think, once we get everything down. Yep, those are all coming off. Oh, yep, they're all off. Okay. Turn off lights. Oh, I thought I had those turned off. Nope, I didn't. Beacon off. Off, 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 off. Strobies off. Nav logo off. Seatbelt signs off. There we go. Put the IRSs to bed. Yeah, we'll call it good right there. I do think we better take a look at that replay though real fast. I think we would be remiss if we didn't watch this sucker. Man, this was a rough one. Holy moly. I won't even show the rate until we've seen the replay here, and then we can have some fun guessing. Is there a chiropractor on board? I hope so, man. He's going to get some work today for sure. All right, toggle replay mode, and let's back it up a little bit here. And about right there ought to work. Let's go outside the aircraft so we don't hear that. It was telling me too high at first, and then it was telling me too low, and then it was telling me glide slope and don't sink, and I did it all. Oh, yeah, I was just a little too aggressive on that. Kind of got above the glide slope a little bit, and oh, it's the wrong runway, darn it. We'll chase it. Oh, I made the wings waggle. That's for sure. What'd the tower see? Was it as bad as we thought? Probably. What do you think that's got to be? That's going to be like up over 800, isn't it? Every bit of 800, right? That's going to be a 2.5 G, probably. Ugh, ee, ah, ay, oi. Hmm. yeah, I was definitely, I just came in at a super aggressive angle there. That was just really all the way around not great. Not great at all. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, shoot. Like I say, that's sometimes how it goes, right? Sometimes that's how it goes. So, nothing to do about that now. We'll just kind of have to keep practicing. Maybe we'll do another flight to St. Louis, no, to not St. Louis, to Louisville with that new updated $0 payware scenery. But yeah, that's okay. Like I say, that's sometimes these things happen, my friends. So all right, I'm going to start to wrap things up here, and I think I want to start with a couple of thank yous. Number one, the big thank you here is to our friend Tuba Flight for that 12-month re-ascription. Thank you so much, my friend. Really, really nice of you to do that. Appreciate your support. Thank you to Rob Valkyrie. Thank you to Hawker for being here. Steve 099, thank you so much for hanging with me. Let's see, who else did we have? Iowa Scotsman was here as well. Thank you guys so much. Panagon was here early on. Luckily he bailed out of the cockpit before we had that landing. Speaking of that landing, what did we rate here? End flight. Uh-oh, did it not record? Come on. You recorded this. There we go, down to Dulles. Oh boy, here we go. I'm predicting myself like 800 with a negative 2.1 Gs. And oh, look at that, 881, 2.25. Yep. Landing speed was really slow. So not only was I coming in at a steep angle, I was too slow. So when I flared, it didn't do anything. Oh well. You guys as well, Iowa Scotsman, and again, thank you so much. We're going to go over and rate our friend Dave 757 Spy. He's flying that new Mad Dog, and let's go give him a couple of raid emotes and say hello. If you can't stay, it's cool. We understand, but I will see you over there, and I'll see you maybe. Gosh. Well, I'll see you when I'll let you know. Hopefully, I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. If I don't, take care. God bless.